Right, I'm just moving to the front just in case you can't see me, right? Okay, to me, right, okay, by the way, my name is Roy. To me, I've known Ben since 2002, and he has been asked to take care of me when I was attending Zion Praise Harvest. So, to me, when I first got to know him and slowly get to know him better, then he was more like an angel, Indian angel. Okay, to me, right, I always had this fantasy that people fall from heaven and then he drops down. So Ben is actually a musical angel. Okay, he fell asleep and then he fell down from his bed and then he landed up on earth. And his amazing talent in music, right, is God-given. Okay, so nobody I have ever seen has just stood on the keyboard and start playing something, or pick up a guitar or bass or violin maybe, and even drums. Okay, I don't know how he coordinates his limbs, but he can just play anything. And I think for me personally, just for him alone, I guess I just want to take this opportunity to really thank him for being my advisor in my ministry and also being my personal confidant. Okay, and his hospitality. Okay, and then also just want to thank you, Evelyn, for being a perfectionist. She can clean the kitchen for 2 hours, 3 hours, and she still doesn't leave the kitchen. Their new house is perfect. Okay? And that's why I say thank you, because you have chosen almost a perfect man. Almost. Okay, so now I just want to thank you, both of you, for making my life or being part of my life. And I really appreciate you for being my brother and sister in Christ. Thank you.
Okay, so just lastly, Evelyn, I just want to say that you've seen and grown to know that there is definitely no one that can compliment Ben more than you. We believe that you always support, care, and love him. So on behalf of Ben and Evelyn, I'd like to thank everyone here for sharing the unique and special day. And from us, thanks for your attention. And now we all please stand and join us in a toast to the union, bride and groom, Ben and Evelyn, Mr. and Mrs. Benedix, Mr. and Mrs. Andy. I wish you all joy that a marriage can bring, and also many blessed years of happiness. Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. So we can now continue with our wedding.
Alright, thank you.
Hi, good evening everyone. My name is Jessica and I'm one of Evelyn's bridesmaids, and this is my king. Before going on any further, I would like to thank Eve and Ben for giving me this privilege tonight. I've known Eve for more than 10 years now, and I'm very grateful to have been able to be a part of her life, sharing happy moments and sad moments with her. During our high school days, Eve was never the type of girl to chase after boys, but this was only because she was a huge fan of Taylor Hanson. I'm not exactly sure if she actually grew out of her Taylor Hanson crush, but anyway, I remembered when Eve started telling me about this boy that she met from church about 2 years ago. Although Eve has told me about her crushes before, I could sense from her tone that this time it was different. Exactly a year ago, I got a call from Eve telling me that she got engaged. I quickly met up with her the following day, thinking that if I were among the first to hear from her, I would get a full version of the story. I remembered her telling the story with so much joy and excitement in her voice. Since then, I've heard the story about 8 or more times now, and believe me, the story actually gets longer and longer. Without missing any details, she still tells the story with so much joy and excitement, as though it just happened yesterday. Though I do not know Ben very well, I can tell that that band is the right one for her. Eve has definitely become a much happier person since being with the band. With this, I'd like to wish both of them a lifetime of happiness together. I'd like to talk about
I've known Eve since high school. We've been friends for so long now that I don't remember how exactly we first met. But what I remember about Eve at school was that she was quiet and kept to herself quite a bit. The time when I was in Perth in Form 3 with Jess and Sarah, living in Eve's house, that was the time I realized Eve can be quite open when it came to topics of conversations. Eve was never one of those girls that were chasing after boys like Jess just told you. I think Eve was holding out for the moment when the right guy walked into her life. She knew that one day her true love would knock on her door and things would fall into place and she'll have a wedding as wonderful as tonight. I must confess, as a close friend of Eve's, I don't know much about their relationship. In fact, I've only met Ben once before tonight. However, I've heard about him and what I know is he makes Eve happy. To be able to find your true love, the one person you want to share the rest of your life with, is wonderfully amazing. I'm so proud, so happy that Eve has found hers. It warms my heart to see a loving couple promise themselves to each other, and I wish the two of you, Eve and Ben, a loving marriage and happy family. Congratulations.
With this, we would like to make a toast to the newlyweds. Can everyone please stand up and make a toast?
Yam-seng was a bit premature. We're trying to keep it for later, so the surprise is still there. But it's alright, we've got better Yam-seng coming out later. Alright, now is my most favorite part of the night I've been waiting for the whole time I was in Perth, and he told me I was the MC. This is the part where I get to sabo both Ben and Evelyn, especially with what they did to me this morning. Alright, Ben and Evelyn, can you make your way up on stage, please? Give them scenarios, and they each have to act out what the other partner would normally do. Then we'll check. Okay, we've got past scenarios. I've gone and asked the sisters, all your friends and everything. We've got the most embarrassing parts of their life. We'll pick two.